I think we're live. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of Self-Care Sunday. I'm being a little quiet because we have a friend. Hi, Merlin. Oh, I guess it looks like I'm looking at him if I look this way. He's actually over here, though. This is live streaming. Hooray! I'm just going to take a peek at the chat, see who is joining us today. We have Shooting Star Neo first. Congrats. Benjamin Theodore, Detective Mudia, Kate B. So many good friends. Last Self-Care Sunday of this year. Can you believe it? What a fucking year. Man. No refunds, eh? No, this is a good one. Amidst all the fuckery and insanity for little Merlin over here. So cute. Oh, wow. Pippi White, 7 Cats, welcome. Aisha B, so good to see you all here. Welcome and shout out also to everyone who's tuning in not in real time. You're just as welcome here. Let us know in the comments where you're coming in from, what you're doing for yourself today to take care. Because in an uncertain world, there's typically something that we can do for ourselves to just have a little bit better time. Oh, sweet baby. Merlin, new roommate, enjoying his life on my grandfather's old speaker. Sleeping just below Julia Sheldon's incredible cat artwork. Cats are people too. It's a little painting that my former cat's previous human made. It's a series of these around my apartment. For those of you who've been with the stream for a long time, Tiffany. I inherited sweet cat Tiffany from none other than Julia Sheldon, a visual artist who painted cats. One who looks oddly like this cat that she had never met. So, how's that for a coincidence? Well, everybody, I am excited to share some new things with you. Some of them are not quite ready. I have some ideas, some plans is too strong a word, but some dreams for 2022 for this show. And for just like how I internet. I've had a lot of ambitions for a long time that I've taken my sweet time on. I think it's time to, what do they say? Show up or shut up? Shit, get off the pot. What are these expressions where it's just about damn time? So stay tuned in 2022. Starting in January, I believe the first Sunday of that month, we will have a new stream, and I'm not exactly sure what my schedule is going to be. I think until you hear otherwise, expect it's going to be pretty much the same. One stream for Sunday of the month with some exceptions, but I'm excited. I'm excited about a new year and have some things that I have started to put together that are not quite ready yet, but let's just say one of them involves sandwiches, which is one of my favorite things. I know these are scintillating spoilers, but today I want to do something special with you guys live right here, right now. And that's going to be to take the kind of mindful moment that we've been doing every month and kick it up a notch. Like a chef TV character from the 90s. We're going to bam! I do need, like a good improv show, some suggestions from y'all chatting in live. Think relaxing sounds, like environments, say rainforest or fireplace, that kind of thing. Anything in that direction. I'm looking to create in real time an immersive, relaxing soundscape, and then we'll do like a meditation on top of it. I in the process of trying new things have, of course, changed everything. And so my little foot pedal board that I have been doing, the segment called Mouth Sounds, where I make music with only sounds from my mouth, is not currently available live. But I do have right over here a track that I made this past week that I'd love to play for you guys. I just have to press this here button. Oh yeah, look at that sweet, sweet screen capture, complete with me and the floofy floof, McFlooferton. Oh, I don't want to disturb him and make him leave, but I do want to pet him. Okay, please tell me in the chat if you can't hear this, and we'll see how it works. Here goes nothing. Ukulele or a guitar? I think that's a ukulele. Okay, so this is just music. That's what this is, just music. I think I'm going to be just doing more music. Sometimes it'll be the mouth sounds thing, but other times it'll be things like this. Take a look at that. And let's see here. Greg Kilgore, appreciate that comment. Mouth Sounds album where? In the universe where I have more time. That is something that I would like to do at some point, to chop songs out of previous episodes of Self-Care Sunday. This may be something that we try and crowdsource. I think it is not likely I will have the time to go back and do all that. But if that is something that you do, please do let me know, and we can make it into some sort of a pay what you want. Like, I don't know, we'll give it away to something worthwhile. There's certainly plenty of things that could use it these days. But I do want to put out albums. I don't know if 2022 is my year for that, but I definitely am interested in continuing my musical journey. Oh boy. Apologies if the internet is struggling as it's gotten colder out here. It has gotten a little bit less reliable. So just let me know if you have any problems there. So let's see here. This on the screen is a new gadget, piece of software I've had my eyes on for some time for what it can enable as somebody who tells stories in an audio-only medium, but also aspires to make sort of immersive visual experiences. This basically is a friend and nerd. I mean, I actually don't know the guy, but he seems like a soul brother in a number of ways. He basically was looking at all of this incredible visual effects, video game software that works with what's called particle generators, which just kind of makes it so you don't have to animate every single drop of rain. You can just create rules with math, and then the raindrops fall in a way that looks realistic to the viewer. And as a creator, you just like pressed a couple buttons, wrote a line or two of code or whatever, and you have yourself some rain. This is doing that, but for sound. So you can drop in a bunch of, say, environmental sounds or action sounds and suddenly create a lush landscape or a wild battle scene, what you will. And so I thought this would be fun to, with some calming, let's see here, environments. We got a couple suggestions from the audience. I don't think cheese and crackers were part of that. There's a delay here, so I don't know, but maybe we'll find some cheese and cracker sounds. Thunderstorm. I like that. Ah, yes, thunderstorm. Hello from England. Soothing space station sounds. My Noise Star Trek inspired mixer is a wonderful writing aid. Interesting. So what if we did a space thunderstorm? Okay, so how the heck, what are we doing here? How is this going to work? Well, let me just give you like a little bit of a rundown of what this kind of does with the templates, and then we'll jump into this here browser tab where we can find some sounds and go for broke, creating the most relaxing environment, and then we'll do a little meditation to go with it. So we'll be back for, I guess, whatever space station thunderstorm sounds we can find there. But in the meantime, I'm going to move this a little bit so that I can see the screen better here. Okay. Let's bring a new project in here, which should show you some templates. So for instance, we have flying by. So this is giving, I think, the simulation of we're flying by some environmental sounds. So this is the original sound effect, or maybe something is flying by us. And then this is the template. I wonder if is that, I think that may be mixing to mono, which would be problematic. Interesting. I'm not sure I have a good way to fix this on the fly here. Well, good thing that what we're trying to demonstrate doesn't really need stereo. It is cool, and I will take anything that we do here and put it up on a Google Drive or some like Dropbox folder. So if y'all at home want to take any elements of this, use it in your audio fiction, make your own meditation tapes, we're gonna just give it all away today. All right, let's just jump into the empty thing and figure this out together. Sound particles. All right, we're going to go with an empty project, and then we're going to come into here and go ahead and find ourselves first some thunderstorm sounds. I hate it already. At Long Story Short Productions, my collective with Gabrielle Urbina and Sarah Shackett, our little podcasting studio, makers of Unseen, No Bad Ideas, Time Bombs, among other things. And previously, with Kinda Evil Genius Productions, we made, of course, Wolf 359. Ooh, I like this one. This is nice and relaxing. I don't want the faint voices, I just want that is good. I like this. The voices are light enough. I think it's okay. Alright, so I think that's a good start. Why not? We'll just get one more. Oh, hey, Merlin. Oh, I think he hears people upstairs. He doesn't like people being upstairs. Okay, so I think that's good for the thunderstorm. Now, we're going to look for spaceship sounds. I'm not sure what qualifies as a relaxing spaceship sound. They're all like dark and... Ooh, it's gotta be abandoned. It's gotta be creepy. Why can't we have some positive sci-fi sounds? What is it with this darkness? Space station. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's got like an ASMR tinge to it. It's kind of nice. Ooh, I like that. Cinematic effects, space station generator hum. Ooh, I hate that. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's start with that, shall we? Okay, so we are now in a new project. We're just going to go ahead and save this. Downloads. And go ahead and add. We'll start with a particle group. So there's two main, like, elements. I guess three main elements for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 things you can put in the timeline. One of them is just an audio track, which can take one file. And that's like, if you've ever used Audacity or Reaper or anything like that, that just works the way you would expect. You can take any sound and just put it in there and then do special things that you can kind of only do in this program, but do it to one file. The particle group is where the thing does something more unique and sort of specialized. This is where it's like simulating a 3D environment, and each one of these points will reference an audio file that you bring into this group and play them together at the same time, kind of on repeat, but with sort of this, I don't know, like sort of a simulation of if they were at a distance to a microphone. See if this tracks. You'll let me know in the chat what you are making of any of this. Yeah. This is going to save a ton of time and allow me to do a bunch of interesting stuff in future shows that we make. Video reference is sort of the same as audio track, just what you would normally expect. Microphone is just the virtual recording device that you can sort of tweak to get a different sound by changing the kind of microphone, changing the position of it, which way it's pointing in this simulated space. It's pretty trippy what you can do with that. Then the group and the emitter are the two, I think, things we're going to be able to mess around with to do interesting stuff with what we just downloaded from SoundSnap. The particle group, I think, is going to be good for that bed of whatchamacallit, just the rain and the light rumbles of thunder. I think the emitter, which I wonder if we can move this up. Particle group, everything I think starts at once. The emitter group is a little bit like it's firing off sounds at a inconsistent rate that you can set. And that's good, I think, for some of these shorter sounds that we don't want to repeat. They should happen sort of spontaneously, so it doesn't just sound like it's on a loop. So I think some of the more isolated rumbles of the thunder I can imagine with that, and for sure the space station sounds will be better on that or on their own audio tracks, where we're only going to use them once, or we may copy them a couple times, but want to be a little bit more customized, intentional, not automated. Just let me know in the comments if this is making absolutely no sense. Okay, to put some meat on them here bones, let's add some audio files. So we have, so this is for the particle group. We're going to start with these 3 rain sounds, which are just going to loop. And we're just going to import all channels as separate streams. Just let it rain. Sample rate is an issue. Some of them are 44.1 hertz. This is a bit nerdy to get into. I see some are even 90. So yeah, sample rate is a fun thing that you get to learn about and bang your head up against if you ever get into audio engineering. Computers are fun. I actually enjoy it, but it is sort of silly and nerdy. Okay, so we can't hear it when it's red because it's rendering. Can hear it where it's green. And so already, I don't know if you guys can hear this in the mono. I'm hearing this in stereo, and it sounds so much more lifelike automatically as it's playing multiple things, and then it's also sort of playing them around my head, kind of. Let me see if you guys can hear the difference here. So this is just how it's doing it normally now. This is with all the orange bits. The green that are showing up don't have any files to play audio right now. You'll hear that in a bit. But starting with this, let's say we made, oh wow, 400 particles instead of, I think we were on 100. I think it's going to be louder because now, as you see, it's way denser, those little points of simulated rain. And it's not even previewing anything, and that render is going super slow because there's just, I guess, 4 times the number of rain bits. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I do have a oh, that's great. Shooting Star Neo. Excellent stream to have my cat ear headphones. I love that you have those. Okay, so let's see what we made. All like 2.5 seconds that already rendered. That doesn't sound better to me. That sounds like there's a lot of tracks over each other. Let's try like something even easier than the 100 it was doing. Oh, interesting. So that just plays automatically, it's not having any trouble rendering that. It's just playing that in real time. So if I put it back up to 100, we can't hear anything because it is obviously rendering, but it's going pretty fast. So once that green hits the 5 seconds, I'll stop and go back. You can do it. Interesting. I think I liked it with fewer particles, weirdly. So let's try it with 10 again. And now let's try to mix it up a little more and show off what this thing can do. So if I want the radius, so you see how those dots are getting further or closer to the center? So I believe that this is changing the simulation so that the sounds are now right on top of the microphone versus really far away. So let's try, like, basically right on top of the mic. See how that sounds. And now if I move it further away, wow. Eventually you don't even hear it. Oh, no, you hear it. It's just further away. Huh. That's so crazy. So that's the radius of the sounds that it's simulating. But then we can also go in and mess around with the microphone and see here what sounds more relaxing. Oh, wow. So we can, like, so I'm only hearing this on one side because it's in mono on the stream. I think you're gonna just not hear that much of a difference. But that's basically panning the sound. I think the idea is that the microphone is literally getting moved in relationship to the sounds. And that's not what I want. I like that to be in the middle. I am curious about the, like, roll. Interesting. So you can kind of change the pitch a little bit as you move the microphone around in different orientations. And you can also change the type of microphone. So cardioid is kind of like what I have here. Omnidirectional is more of like a news broadcaster mic that picks up everything around it instead of just like a heart shape right in front of it. Figure 8 is what a lot of sort of early podcasts would use. Just one mic that made a pattern like a figure 8, so you could talk in front of and in back of the mic and just use one mic to mic both people. Interesting. I think for the sake of our spaceship, I like the figure 8. And I think this is an interesting setting. And I think all I want to do is bring down the volume a little bit. Cool. Now, I want to call this particle group rain. I'm then going to go and create rain emitter. And add in this. Just once in a while. And the sample rate warning came up again. Oh wow. We do not want 10 particles per second. I think I maybe want 1 particle per second. And then I think I even want like a delay. I want to hear exactly what just this emitter is doing, so I'm going to solo this track. Okay, so that's really interesting. I think that actually I don't want an emitter, or if I do, I just don't know how to use it right at this point, because I want it to happen so infrequently and just kind of have an impulse moment every once in a while. I'm going to try getting rid of this. And just putting in an audio track. We can use that first one we made to just throw that. So yeah, so this mixes in basically exactly like a regular DAW. At some point, I will figure out how to get this to work as an emitter. So it's just happening like once every 20, 25 seconds at random positions and at random volumes. That would be really cool. That's not something I currently know how to do. And once I know, if anybody's interested, I can come back and do like a proper tutorial on this thing. For the meantime, we'll just mix that in. Just to feel it. Okay. Let's move on to the spaceship. Spaceship. And we'll start with one particle group and one track for that group, which I think is the hum is going to work nicely. Yeah, just that constant sound I think is going to be really cool as a particle group. And I'm going to just come in here and reduce that down to 10 particles. So it's starting to kind of come out. Let's see here. What if we close up the radius? Maybe make it like 15 particles instead of 10, just a few more. And play around with making the shape a different shape. I don't know if that actually changed anything. Yeah, so instead of a torus, we'll try a circle. Whoa. What if it's a sphere? It's got to render. Render. Alright, we'll put the rain down. I think that this didn't import the right channel also. There we go. I'm going to try a different shape for the heck of it with the rain. Interesting. I'm gonna actually lose this little rain accent, and we're gonna bring this environment into Reaper. With what we can only do in sound particles. Alright, I'm going to delete. We're not using this right now. Okay, rain. Bring it down just a little bit. And then particle emitter. Let's come back in here and find ourselves. These three. Wait, no. I want to delete all of those and immediately bring them back in, being a little bit more mindful of importing all channels as separate streams. And so this is now sci-fi SFX. This is station. And let's come in here and mess with the particles. 1 particle per second. Fascinating. So there's all sorts of stuff that I don't know how to do yet. Like rotation movement, we can add acceleration and velocity. Definitely want to add in a delay. Okay, so I think we're at a point where I'm now going to export this. I see. We want to render it first. So to do that, we simply press that there render button. And now export. So my understanding here oh wow. Cool. This is very advanced. I'm certain I could go in here and do all sorts of surround sound stuff that we're not going to do right now. What I've heard is for anybody who does 3D modeling or Blender animations, I don't totally understand this neck of the woods, but you can basically bring in computer animation to the software and like put a pin on it and like track an object, and it will make, say, the sound effect of a jet plane follow the animation of the plane and just kind of do the some of the fine-tune work for you. It's not necessarily, I don't know, like I think all automated tools, it's not actually automatic, but it does let you do things that you could previously do just with a very like manual, laborious process of creating these keyframes. It lets you do it faster, but it's not just like you wave a wand and it just happens automatically. Okay, that looks like it is now exported. So let's open up a Reaper project. Reaper is my current DAW of choice. That's Digital Audio Workstation. This sound particles tool, I don't think you necessarily could call it a DAW. It is, in fact, cool, but I don't know if it's technically a digital audio workstation so much as it is a specialized tool of some kind. Yeah, I don't know what you call it. I just call it sound particles. Okay, so we want to make a new, we're going to call this Thunder Station. Okay, so I have what we just created in sound particles now imported to Reaper. Let's make sure the audio here is outputting properly. Okay, so clearly something ends in that long rain track that we just don't want to deal with, so I'm going to split that and loop this like so. So we just have a continuous track of Thunder Station. And I can actually glue these down to just make one giant track and then loop it kind of like that. Let's see if that actually works. I think we'll have to do like that. I don't think we're going to need more than 5 minutes. And then I did want to throw back in just that little extra rain sound. Yes, here we go. Throw it in a few times. I'm going to make it grow steadily closer by starting it out quiet, making it a little bit louder, and then having it be its loudest, and then it'll get quieter again. And now we can also come in here and mess around with the stereo panning. so it can sort of sound like it's raining in space on different sides of you. I will figure out how to do this stream as stereo audio, because that would be cool. I've done it before, and I can do it again. So stay tuned for 2022. And just because we can be extra here, let's do it. I like to take a little pitch shifter, a Rhea pitch, and just slightly change the pitch, just slightly. So it doesn't sound like exactly the same sound every time. Cool. Okay, so this is now our meditation bass track. I'm curious, I'm just seeing my levels here. It's like, and then is it, how is that for a level? Can you hear me around that? Like, is it distracting? Does it still sound like, what's the word? Is the vocal track sufficiently audible? I guess is the question. Merlin's little white paw. Oh, he's such a good cat. Cool. I think this is working. I think we have successfully made a relaxing space thunderstorm. Spaceship thunderstorm on a space station. Okay. I'm gonna have some water, and then I think it's about that time that we will just find a comfortable seated position. Feel free to lie down. If you'd rather stand or walk around, that's totally chill. Sarah Kay, I'll have to get back to you on that. I believe the first Self-Care Sunday was like 2015? Something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go fill up this here water bottle because there's just really, not enough in it. So I guess I'll be right back. Yeah. See you in a sec.
Oh, finally! Oh God, it's just us! Ha ha, Sokka! That Zack character. He's so careless with his stream. Ha 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 ha! I've made it back from outer space, everybody. I'm back on Earth. Now, quickly. Oh, the cat's waking up. Oh boy. Quickly before he comes back, ask me all your questions! I am a fabric-based being named Ruffles, Sockman, and I am, I had my own YouTube channel. It was called Just the Tips with Ruffles. It was a how-to sensation that was too soon for its time, and the world never understood me properly. I fell into severe drug addiction, and let's just say I've had a time. I spent a couple years on a space station that, I got a little freaked out that things were coming to an end here on Earth, so I called in some favors, ended up in deep space, it kind of blew, so now I'm back. I'm back to crash on this here stream on Earth. It's a good time. It's a good day. Okay, we see. Ruffles, how did you get back? I mean, if you have to ask, you clearly can't afford it. Yup. That's right. Oh, Ruffles. What is... Detective Mudio, what is this? You have been automatically moderated by the AI overlords that we can't see your question. You made a sexy fan cam of what? I need links or it didn't happen. Okay, let's see here. Merlin feet pics. Oh, yes. Yes, there is a very sweet cat. He is very sweet and cute. It's not so cute when his claws are in your face because he thinks you're a toy. But I have no problems with the cat kind, just their disappointing behavior around fabric-based beings like myself. Okay, let's see here. Space or Earth? Well, on the one hand, I have very few people to attempt to horribly cram their foot up my keister in outer space. Just the population density is much kinder on a sock like me. However, there's just no takeout. I know I don't need to eat, but it's not about need. Okay, let's see here. Quickly, he could come back at any time. Ruffles, how are you getting along with Merlin? Oh, about as well as I got along with Tiffany, which is, to say I am just a, scratching post, an amusement, an abused personage. I'm not used to this whole gravity thing. I'll tell you that. Oh boy. Links don't work on this sucker silly stream. Well, somebody email it to Zach or something. I don't know. Zach at uplift.is, I think, is his email that he gives out to anybody. 1 second. Let's see here. Did you find anything interesting in space? Well, let's just say we're not alone, and you better play your cards right because, boy, are we not gonna win against what's out there. Oh, that's really cute. I could just eat you up. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Do I know any eldritch chants? I don't. The only chant that I can think of is really inappropriate and football based. And by football, I mean the one that you call soccer, because really, I mean, first it was inches, then it was football. You just have to have it your way, don't you, America? Okay, let's see here. Did you meet any aliens? Well, I would have to say no. However, I was mistaken for an alien by a number of groups. I don't know if you've seen these postings lately. I basically just like broadcast my iPod on the loudspeaker, and apparently people on Earth took it for alien signals. What are you gonna do? News these days. Ruffles, what was your favorite drug? I am prohibited by my probation officer from acknowledging drugs on the stream as part of my community service. I am supposed to, dissuade the people from the pills because they undid me. Literally at the seams, like I had to get sewn back together. Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? Ruffles, I go to get one thing of water and you just... You had... How did you even get back from outer space? I should have known you'd be back. Uh-oh. Gotta go. The universe's worst roommate is back. He's back. We'll have to deal with him next year, won't we? Jeez Louise. Well, I hope you guys had fun with my least favorite sock. Super, super unuseful. He used to call me names. Okay, let's see here. Oh no, he really had a problem. I don't know if you've seen any of his early work at ruffles.tv, but yeah, he needs some help. Okay, God, let's see here. We are doing a mindfulness meditation, and we're gonna go to outer space to do it. I was going to set up the whole green screen and be able to do outer space things, but I didn't want to bother Kat, and Kat really didn't like the thing getting moved around on him. Again. Okay. I'm just going to pet Kat briefly. You've had enough of this. Okay. Aw. You're so cute. Okay. That definitely violates Ruffles' probation. We're going to have to report him to the law. By the way, if anybody makes any art of this here beautiful floof, please do email me or tweet me or something. Just make sure I get it. I want all the Merlin art. Zach at uplift.is. Much obliged. Okay. Anything from Ruffles, fine, but like, yeah, no, I want it all. Whatever you got, I'm interested. But mostly this little floof ball.
I know he looks like he's on this side, but actually he's on this side. Okay. Whew. Time for mindfulness. All right, we're going to take like 5 minutes. Coming into a comfortable seated position. We're lying down. Starting with a couple deep breaths. Please join me in a thunderous space station. Start it over. Taking a deep breath in. And out. And another deep breath in. And breathing out. Squeezing out every last drop. Letting your breath find a normal rhythm. Normal's the wrong word. Just letting it flow in and out as it wants. Following the breath with your attention, like you might watch the waves go in and out, standing at the shore. Noticing any and all sensations associated with the breath. The air coming in to or out of the nose and mouth. Noticing the temperature turn from cool to warm. Feeling the air passing down through your throat, expanding your chest and belly. Noticing the exhalation, feeling the tension release. Just following the ups and downs of the ins and outs of each breath. And if you notice yourself getting distracted, your mind wandering, simply bring it back to those physical sensations of your breathing, or of the weight of your body against the chair, feet on the floor, palms resting on your legs. Just bringing your focus to those points of contact. And if you closed your eyes, and this time you can flutter them open, bringing back in the sights of the room around you. Taking a stretch if it feels right. Simply noticing how you feel after this brief, mindful moment. Thanking yourself for taking a second to just be on this fine self-care Sunday. This will be here for you to take advantage of over the next month. Really hope that you enjoyed it. I think what I'm going to do is grab these recording files of just the music, or not the music, the sound design, and go ahead and throw it into like a Patreon post and make it public, and we'll put it in the show notes here and probably post it on the same thread in Twitter where I announce this stream. So if you want to download that, it'll be available to everybody, not just to patrons. Thank you so much for supporting these streams. Makes a big difference to get that good there internet. Morton Holst, thank you so much for your kind words. It is really a joy to make stuff. So awesome that Wolf 359 made it all the way to Copenhagen, and that this is still connecting. I also am reminded that the first ever Wolf 359 listen back is going to be happening soon. I was thinking we would start it on December 25th, Christmas Day. We're still working out the details of exactly the time. It's going to be live on YouTube. We're making a Wolf 359 YouTube channel after all these years, where you'll be able to listen to the same show you love right here on YouTube, and share it with all your friends who may not really podcast and be into audio fiction anyway. Episodes are going to be premiering on either a weekly or every other week basis, just like it did when it first came out. There'll be a live chat alongside every broadcast. Sometimes I'll be lurking in the chat. Sometimes other people from the show will be around. Sometimes it'll just be the fan community. And yeah, so that'll be happening later in December. Keep an eye out on all of our social channels for that, primarily the Wolf359 Twitter, as well as my own Twitter account at Zach Valenti, at Wolf359 Radio. Any and all of those is good. And just a thought, a question, a query. We've officially started running ads for the first time ever. Goodbye, Merlin. We love you. We're running ads on Wolf 359 for the first time. On the main show, there are pre-roll ads for the sake of not screwing up the listener experience. We didn't start out with mid-roll ads in this new experiment. We are intending to add some because the fact of the matter is these ads are effectively funding future shows and at the very least compensating the amazing people who made Wolf 359 possible, who I just don't think could be paid enough, and certainly just as an independent show have not been compensated to the extent of their professionalism, in my opinion. We are so grateful that y'all still listen, and we want to see just what we can do with this thing. So we are thinking about adding mid-roll ads into the episodes on the RSS feed. On YouTube, it's going to be a whole different thing. But yeah, I guess we're thinking about where those mid-rolls would go. It won't be in every episode. There's some episodes we're going to leave completely ad-free. But then ones where there's like a good break. So if anybody has opinions on this, we'd really love to know. Feel free to write into the show, wolf359radio@gmail.com. You can also email me privately at zach@uplift.is or DM me on Twitter or anything like that. Wolf359radio@gmail is probably the best. If you have any thoughts, opinions, strong feelings about mid-roll ads on the feed, timestamps for specific episodes would be great. If anybody has any opinion on like where stuff should go, or if nobody really minds, we'll just do it on our own. Just like make sure to pick the things that like we think will be okay. Heck yeah. So we'll be back later this December on the Wolf 359 channel. I may or may not do something here to announce when that's all good. So stay tuned for all of that. Focused AF, my personal project, the sort of daily podcast continues through the end of December. Focused.af, that's www.focused.af is right there. Would love to hear what you think about that, if that's something you've been digging into all year. A episode a day since January 1st, making that happen. And yeah, I think we're going to keep it up into the new year, although I am sort of rethinking about exactly what I want 2022 to look like, between Self-Care Sunday, Focused AF, some of the other projects. So stay tuned. Whatever we end up doing is going to be great. And until you hear otherwise, I'll see you back here and see you over there. Love you guys. This is really a joy for me to tune in with you, share some random shit. And I think the randomness is coalescing to maybe something a little bit more consistent. In the meantime, take care, everybody, and happy holidays. See you on Christmas. This is the part where I have to figure out where that button is to stop the stream. Oh, who's breaking my rug? Such a cute little... Oh, do you see that tail? He's so cute. All right, we're ending the stream now. I love you guys. May the everything be with you. Oh. Say goodbye to the people, Merlin. Oh, you just want to be up in everything. Bye, guys.